We come back to Azerbaijan for the second time in F1's history. We are looking at what could be a fantastic race. I mean, Azerbaijan had a really poor race in real life 2016, had a much better race in 2017, but hopefully we're going to have a fantastic race. Qualifying didn't really show that. We didn't have an outstanding qualifying like we did in Russia. But I'm still hopeful. I'm still confident that, we're going to do bits. We're going to be able to make some progress and hopefully improve on what we've done so far. Mercedes lock out the front row. That's fine. Ferrari, it's not the end of the world. They're leading quite a bit. They'll lock out the second row. Red Bull, on the other hand, we'll settle for 6th and 8th. He said 7th then, but Felipe Massa keeps getting in the way. Lance Stroll, not doing too bad, but no one can do as bad as Jolyon Palmer. I haven't seen him qualify higher than 16th, I think. I could be wrong, but I don't really pay attention to him because there's no point. Hopefully he won't be around too much longer. But anyway, no bashing our teammate. We're coming on the formation lap, again, P5. I really need to check how many times we've qualified P5. I wouldn't be surprised if we've qualified P5 7 out of the 8 times. In all honesty, I would not be shocked. It's got to be at least 4. At least 4 times we've qualified P5, surely. But anyway, hopefully we want to improve. I mean, 4 podiums, 1 DNF, 2 other points finishes. A very solid season. I mean, Hulkenberg would be proud if he got this kind of form in real life. But we're going to pull up to the grid, pull up to our grid slot, just behind the Ferraris, but it's so much slower on this game. But I like the fact that you can just go straight into the race rather than having a black fade and coming back on. That was so annoying. But we're underway. We have another bad start, and look, Ricardo, here he comes again. Now that's annoying. Every single race, Ricardo just flies down our inside. Bearing in mind that was a bad start. Bearing in mind we just absolutely dominated Vettel in the corner. And we're going to try and dominate Valtteri Bottas as well at the same time. Kimi Raikkonen's through. Kimi's going to go off into the sunset. We're going to go side by side with Bottas as we make our way down this incredibly long straight. But he can't get past. I don't understand why. He's in a Mercedes. He should absolutely blitz me, but we don't care. We're in P3, which is an improvement. And we're looking for our 5th podium, actually. But we're going to go on to lap 4. Vettel's got past Bottas, so Vettel is now going to try and charge at us. And we're just going to we can't do much. I mean, we can squeeze. But, I mean, even in rich mix with DRS, there isn't much I can do. So, we're going to squeeze Vettel along this wall. Need to be careful because it dips in a little bit and comes back out. So, have to be incredibly careful of that. We're going to switch back to the left-hand side. We're going to go side by side. And we could give him a little pinch just to let him know we're on no slouches. We're not going to be able to push over and just let you through. As he actually comes back at us again. But I had the corner and he's actually going to go side by side. But he can't make it, if that makes sense. I don't know if he just let off the throttle in case he thought I was going to put him in the wall, but I'm going to come all the way down the straight, very long straight. I'm going to come in the pit lane. Vettel is going to come with us. It's a very weird pit lane. I'm not sure how I feel about it. We nail the pit lane again, which is absolutely what we want. Hamilton is actually just going to not even be there when we go past his pit box, as he's already that far ahead. So we're battling with Vettel. We're not that slow. I mean, we're not catching the leaders, but we're staying ahead of Vettel, which I think is somewhat important. We've got the McLaren of Van Dorn, who's just ahead of us, and hopefully when we get him down the start-finish straight, then, we're just going to absolutely destroy him, and that we shall, provided he doesn't go into the pit lane before we get there. But, I mean, it's a Honda engine. I'm going to catch up to him before the pit lane, probably even before DRS detection zone, but here we go. We're going to come down, and we're just going to be in his toe. And I hope he doesn't need the pit lane because we're going to go to the left-hand side and cut that off. And he actually did go in the pit lane, so that was quite fortunate that he has a really bad engine, because that would have sucked. But moving on to lap 10, Vettel has caught us once again. So he's going to do what he did last time, but this time we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to pinch him and just stop just before the wall comes back out, because we don't want him going in the wall and ending both of our races. I mean, last time a car went in the wall, it took me with it, which is not what I want. But this time he goes down our inside and we have to defend our outside line. So we can show we can defend on the inside and the outside. A few laps later, we've got Vettel trying to go around our outside, and we've actually got Bottas not too far behind. So Bottas is going to try and do this, but I'm not sure if he's going to have the legs on him. But Sebastian Vettel and Bottas is really, really close to us on this last lap. We couldn't shake them off, and we're going to go wide in the one section you probably didn't want. I just don't want Vettel to go for a move here. He's going to go for a move, and we're actually going to touch. We hit the wall, and Vettel is round, and he's blocking the track. I didn't want him to go for a move there. It was so silly. I know I was a lot slower, but I didn't want it. But I mean, I'll take the P3. I'm not going to say no to the 5th podium of the season just because Vettel wanted to be aggressive. But the main man, Kimi Räikkönen, does win for the 5th time? 5th time? 4th time? 4th time. Pretty sure it's the 4th time. Probably wrong, but so 5 podiums and 4 wins for Kimi Räikkönen. So not bad. I mean, it was a good race. We had a good scrap, a very good scrap with Sebastian Vettel. We actually managed to bring it back for 5th place. So I'm not sure how he managed to maintain that position. I'm pretty sure that said 5th. I mean, this preview screen's tiny. So not bad. Solid day at the office. Minus the incident we had with Vettel. He's probably going to be saying honestly on the radio like 55 times, but honestly, I don't understand why he'd go for a move there. But I mean, I know I was a lot slower, but I've got nowhere to go. I just don't. There's just nowhere for me to actually try and escape. I'm not obviously going to go down escape road because I'd be hitting through him anyway. But luckily for us, it worked out fairly well. We didn't have any challenges into the back, and they actually ended up finishing the P5. So Bottas did get past him, which I'm not very surprised of, considering he probably didn't have a front wing at that point. But both Red Bulls finishing 6th and 7th. We, in between Bottas and Ricciardo still, Hamilton has actually jumped Vettel, so the Constructors is going to look a little bit more tastier than it was before this race, just because of what happened to Sebastian Vettel. But they're still, I think, that's 61 points behind, which is quite a lot in terms of Constructors. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. Hope you enjoyed. The next race is Austria. That should be good. Anyway, until then, bye-bye.